Today I'll show you how to compute slope based on a digital terrain model. I will be using the same DTM I've used in the previous video, so take a look to the previous one if you want to know where to download it. Anyway, I'll put the address here down in the description. So let's open QGIS and let's see how to do this. This is QGIS with the imported file. This is the Veneto region, the mountain region of Veneto. And in the previous video, we generated this. And now we want to compute slopes. So every pixel in this image will have a slope in degrees or in percentual. So the thing to do is to use always the processing toolbox and open the raster terrain analysis group and double click slope. You have to set the elevation layer, actually is the DTM with the 10-meter resolution, and the Z factor is 1. In our case, you can exaggerate or smooth the Z, and click run to actually generate the slopes. This will generate the angle of inclination of the terrain based on the raster layer you use in input. The slope is expressed in degrees, so you can know that it goes from 0 to 90 degrees. As you can see, the Dolomites region is actually vertical because of the morphology of the terrain, whereas where the terrain is actually flat, you will get a darker color. You can obviously set the symbology, changing it from a single band gray to single band pseudo color. You can, for instance, set a preset from maybe this one. Just choose the one you want. So I prefer it inverted if possible. I invert this one, so you get the cliffs in the Dolomites region. If you query the values, you may see that you have almost vertical walls here, but this is in degrees. You can actually compute another type of slope, which is in the which use the percentage. And to do that, you go to the raster menu, you go to the analysis submenu and click slope. This is a quite different dialog, so let's see how we can set things. We can set the input layer as DTM with the band 1 number, which is okay. The ratio is the Z exaggeration, the Z factor, which is actually 1, but we have a few more options here. This is the one we need to check to have percentage instead of degrees. You can actually use compute edges or change the algorithm you are using for slope processing. Also, you can set if you want no compression, high compression, JPEG. Maybe you want no compression, you set it here. And okay, we are okay. This is actually a wrapper on GDAL or GR. So click run, wait a few seconds, it's quite fast to do. So let's see. Okay, perfect. As you can see, this is quite different in aspect because the range are from a percentage to the minimum of 0 to the which actually flat to the max of more than 1000. This is actually a lot. So you can set it, you can change the values. Maybe you want to keep the reds percentage, the reds color ramp. Click OK. As you can see here, we have tremendous amount of slope, but you can also change the way we use by the quantile. Everything gets red, and you can set whatever you want as visualization. This is actually a good representation of how the terrain is composed in the north of the Veneto region. It's actually really mountain with narrow valleys, and actually is quite beautiful to see in person. So this is how to compute slopes in percentage and in using degrees. This data could be used to do a height profile for a road, for a path, for a river, and so on. So it's quite useful. Maybe we will be using this data in the future. Thank you for listening. I hope this is useful to you, and remember to subscribe and to click the like button, add a comment if you like, and thank you again.